Just blew out one of my candles. Yes, you've heard. You know what time it is?
Almost time for Halloween.
It's spooky season.
The jack-o'-lantern. The chocolate ice.
Which only means one thing. Alright, for those of you celebrating, it is Halloween. So a happy Halloween to you all. We got a very special episode, very spooky today. I don't know. I thought it was an appropriately themed video, but maybe not if you're going through a crisis right now with your fish tank. Yeah, we have a tradition around here, so if you're new, I don't blame you for not knowing, but basically, if you blink, you have to hit the like button. I know you did it. I know you did it. That's gotta be the dumbest one ever. But here we go. We're jumping right into number 5, which is dirty water. All right. I was supposed to come up with a rhyme for this, and I didn't. So I'm gonna do that right now. Starting off with dirty water. I think a lot of people know this. If you don't clean your tanks, problems will arise at some point. Ammonia will build up. Not a good time for the fish. There's some ways to combat this. Have some live plants in there. Make sure if you are being lazy, like I like to be lazy, it'll kind of prolong the need for a water change. Clean maybe 20% every month, every few weeks. It all depends on how much fish you have in there and what size tank and what type of fish, how much you're feeding, that kind of stuff. Just stay on top of it. It's pretty easy. That is dirty water. Don't make your water dirty or I'll come and find you and I'll poop on you. No thanks. Number 4. These are in no particular order, but number 4 is shocking your fish. Alright? What can shock your fish? It's gonna be not like the like, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying?
Output ground, which is, I think, this.
So I guess try to measure the AC output using my.
Alright. Not that. I'm talking big shifts in water parameters. So that could be, say you clean a bunch of water out of the tank, and that big of a swing of temperature and pH and all this other stuff in there, that's enough to kill fish sometimes. Kind of slowly work its way down. Maybe every couple of days do a 20% water change, or even longer than that if you don't want to risk it. Don't do things that drastically change the temperature of the water or I guess the balance of it. So if you're doing water changes and you take out like half or whatever, which is fine, like you could get away with that. Don't fill it up with water that's 10 degrees colder than what they're used to. That's something that could shock fish. I guess it depends on where you live. We don't have chlorine in our water here, but again, with that 50% water change, if you're adding a bunch of water, chlorine in it, that's just stuff to throw them off and screw them up. Do not shock your fish, alright? Keep things balanced. That's what we're trying to get at here. Coming in at number 3, the silent killer, stress. The main causer of illness, besides dirty water, is stress. And there could be a lot of stress factors in a tank. For some fish that like to school, and if you only have a couple of them, they could be pretty timid and not want to come out and get food. That's kind of where you're getting into the iffy spots there. If they're not coming out and eating, then they're just weaker and more susceptible to getting illnesses. Sometimes the light could just be too bright for them. Fish are nocturnal, some of them. Other times they just feel more comfortable if it's dimmer. They feel like they're more hidden and they'll come out more. So bright lights could be another cause for stress. If there's a fish that bullies other fish in there.
There's no way I'm leaving this hole because I know Big Belly Kelly's up in here.
We really got a problem here.
You're about to have a problem, bud. I've told you, do not approach me.
Let's go.
Let's go where?
Let's go right now.
Where are we going?
To the ground.
Are you threatening me?
To the ground.
Okay. I'm telling you right now, bud. I'm the wrong dude. Okay? This.
That could be a cause for stress. There's There's basically a bunch of factors, and if you're new to the hobby, this might just be something you're gonna have to kind of get used to looking at. Just pay attention to your fish, check them out, make sure that they're acting normal and eating fine. Stress, it's a big killer. It'll just lead to disease, which could wipe out your whole tank. Some of you may be thinking, Brett, it's not dirty water. It's just not. My fish is fine, it's not stress, it's none of these things. And at that point, I just gotta, you know, I'm gonna be the bearer of bad news here, but don't know what to help you there. Like, there's just times in the hobby where you have a fish die and you're like, I don't know what I did wrong. So, I mean, it was probably something besides natural causes. It was probably something besides natural causes. I'm not sure. I know it happens fairly often. You'll have a fish die and be like I don't know what just happened. But normally you just move on from it. You if you have other fish in the tank, check out how they're doing. Test water, I guess. See what everything's at. But you just gotta take those L's sometimes and move on. I know it's probably like you're the people who would probably watch this video and be like, I don't get it, my fish just died and everything's right. But yeah, there's not much to it, honestly. It's it happens, you know. Nature's nature. I'll add one more to the list. Faulty equipment is what I'll call it. This has happened to me a couple times. It hasn't killed my fish, but it's put them on the brink, and I didn't notice it until like they're almost kicking the bucket. If the heater goes out, I've had an extension cord get unplugged, 3 things connected to it, and you just won't notice, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, none of them have air, or hey, the temperature's 5 degrees less than normal. Actually, this could be pretty bad. If a heater goes rogue and like just gets stuck on, then your fish are cooked. And that could be pretty bad. Like, I don't even do this as often as I should, but check your equipment and make sure it looks good. Most of the time I just kind of set it and forget it. Just make sure everything's working and feel the water in the tank. Sometimes you'll notice a giant difference and then you'll be like, wait, what's up? And then you check and, oh, the heater hasn't been on for 2 months. So yeah, that's the bonus one. Just check equipment. Heaters especially, they're kind of sketchy. I don't trust them all the way. Hopefully a nice shorter video for this spooky season. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like. And yeah, comment down below what you're gonna be for Halloween. That'll be comment of the week. And I don't know what comment of the week is off the top of my head, so I'm just gonna let Editing Brett take that away, and we'll go from there. So thank you all for watching. Alrighty folks, we have comment of the week here and ready. Last video was how to keep your fish safe and alive with breeder boxes, and the comment of the week goes to Daniel Jarvis. My favorite part was the non-script fishy fan part and the little fishes swimming in the breed box. However, I must admit I was completely bamboozled into giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for the comment, Mr. Daniel Jarvis. You know, he has a very lovely podcast. It's called the Really Bad Football Podcast. You guys should go check that out. But yeah, we appreciate Mr. Daniel's comment and look forward to seeing what you guys are for Halloween. So yeah, and enjoy. Have a good rest of the spooky holiday, and we'll be back with another video hopefully soon. The live streams have been popping off, and as you could probably see right now, it is snowing in October. The leaves are still on trees. They're orange, yellow, red, and white. So it's pretty cool. But I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Tschüss.